guys? It's Navdi and I'm fucking tired. So I woke up mad early just to do this makeup look before I go to work. Took me like what, a good hour and a half to do this because I knew I wanted to like use some of my products that I hadn't been using, to be honest. Like for example, my Desimyrix blurring balm, the universal shade. But I saw that she posted a new one, and it's more yellow, and I think that one is for more dry skin, which is what I have. Even though I love me, come on, look, I love me a nice matte look, but now I'm realizing, you know what? Maybe I should go for a matte-ish look with a hydrating feel to it, you know, or a more dewy like look. But the problem is I feel like dewy stuff, you know, comes off. But I'm surprised with all the sweat I've been feeling that my makeup has not come off yet. That's a match. I feel like it. It's a little bit yellow because of the powder and everything. And then maybe I might go back in with a translucent powder. But when I tell you, quick review. When I tell you the One Size Beauty really got me right, here's the thing. I really don't like doing makeup around my nose because that's the first thing to go. Like, especially as you can see, I wear glasses all the time. Now you can see, that's it. Just that bit. A lot of times when I do my makeup, this whole part is gone. It's just gone. I don't know what happens to my nose. It just disappears as my glasses just sides up and down my face. You know, it just does. But like that One Size Beauty, not only is my stuff still dry as hell, but it's good. I'm going to go back for the translucent one because I feel like, I don't know, child. Or should I go for the pink one? No. Because I got the shade Honey. I like Honey. And I got Honey in my face, but I feel like it made my stuff too yellow. But I feel like if I went with, I don't know, like something a little lighter, I feel like it's going to give me white cast. And I have yet to take this picture with flash. So I need to take a picture with flash just to see. But if you want to know what's on my eyes, hold on. I am finally playing with my Unearthly Cosmetics Warms My Blood. This was the Halloween palette. Look at my girl Aaliyah, honey. Queen of the damned. Like, first of all, get into it. If you notice that there's two palettes, two shades missing, Queen and Awaken, it's because when this palette first came out, people have been complaining about those two shades leaking or like falling apart, and I was one of those people. Now when they first came out back in 2002 around Halloween and stuff, that's when they actually sent me the replacement shades. I need to find the replacement shades. It's somewhere in the house, child, as usual. But I actually it was falling apart too much. So I decided to like scoop it out and put it in like little tiny containers, 2 separate containers that I labeled. So I know, okay, this goes with this palette, and yeah. But other than that, you see this. You see this? And I'm so excited, y'all, because I don't like using, you know, liners on my waterline at all because I'm scared of poking my eyes out and watering. And my eyes almost watered in that video when it comes out, when I finish editing it and stuff. I just need to finish one other palette. And hold on, let me show y'all. So the Weirdo palettes, I'm actually going to try it tomorrow. As y'all can see, very nice. This one, like I said, because this was 2 years ago and people were talking about, you know, how their palettes, how certain palettes, certain shades weren't working. And since I got the original stuff, because I think she came back with the palette again last year, 2023. But like clearly, you got this shade right here, hard as a rock, honey. It took forever for me to dig that little hole because I was trying to see if I can swatch it. Child, ain't nothing coming out that thing. But I was so sad because like, I hope y'all can see the fleck. It's like a reddish purple, like a deep purple. Child, it looks so beautiful, but I'm so upset. And you like see a little bit of rose gold / bronze. It's just such a nice color, but I'm so upset. I wish I used it earlier on to like really enjoy it. But like, honey, it's like it's such a beautiful, it's such a beautiful palette. So I can't wait to try this tomorrow for my you know, for my video. But there's another video that I plan on making hopefully this week, and that is Bella Beauté Bar collaboration with Deandra Nicole. I feel like if you're black, you need to follow her. She not only has the best swatches, but like on dark skin and like the best low lights and how it looks on different lightings. Like her stuff is on point. So she finally got, actually this is her second collab, I believe. There was another collab that she had that's more tropical, and that was more oranges and pinks and a little bit green, and I don't like that type of color scheme. That's not my girl. That is not my type of thing. However, me and her agree that purple is our favorite color, and she made an all purples palette. And this is my first time ever buying anything from Bella Beauté Bar, and I like how like if you take out hold on, let me see, you can take out a shade. Like for example, this one is, what is Malice or something, I don't know, or Balance, and it has the shade in the back. So if you want to rearrange this palette, and it's magnetic, and you can take some shades out, put some in, you can do that. And this is just, I cannot wait I cannot fucking wait to play in this palette, but that's not what you're here for. You are here for books. And I will link, once those videos come up and once this video comes out, I'll link videos to those, to these soon. So literally, I cannot wait. And like the lip shade, I mean, mind you, I just put this on, what? I put this on since around 9:20 in the morning, barely. And it's still, and when I put it on, it still had like a weird satin look, because before I ate, I make sure to like blot my lip because I don't want like lipstick stains all over my face, because I still feel it on my lips. Not in the sense like, you know, like as if I just freshly put it on type of feel on it, right? And I think it's a satin liquid lipstick instead of matte, but it's also from Unearthly Cosmetics. And I think they only have one purple shade, so that's the one I got. So as you can see, it looks good. It's more satin, so yeah, it just, you see this shit? Oh my goodness, the sparkle, child. That is just, this is just such a nice half neutral, half natural glam type of thing. Like you got your dual chromes. Well, if you had one, that's if you buy it. You got your shimmers and stuff. I do like Worship. Like if you want to know for this eye look, real quick, I use Alone, Mother, Violin, Worship, Human, and then Jessie. Like a whole bunch of this to make this look. It's just, anyways, I haven't been this excited in a long time about makeup. Well, eyeshadow palettes, I should say. But y'all hear about books. So let me give y'all an update real quick. Okay, so the update so far is that I am 3 hours and 30 minutes into Hundreds by Pepper Winters. This is like the 3rd book in the Dollar series, and all I gotta say is just meh. We finally find out what the hell happens. Again, spoilery vlog as usual. We finally find out what the hell happens in this whole situation with what the hell their name is. Oh my god, how could I forget? He's a mafia dude-ish. Mafia adjacent, I should say. And then you got Penny's, or that's her name, Penny or whatever. She was the one who got sex trafficked and everything, and she ended up being saved by this, I'm gonna call him Elliot dude, child. And we know that Elliot feels responsible for the death of his father / brother. And we know, and I had a feeling that he had a little OCD because of how he would talk about certain things, about being repetitive about certain things, and about being obsessed with certain things. I was like, sounds a little OCD. And then the author confirmed it, yeah. So, and how he basically talked about his childhood and how the family grew up poor. The father borrowed money from the same gang that he ended up training with. Then he didn't tell his family that he was, because they thought that he was going to a local gym, but really he was learning martial arts from the guy who was in the gang. And when they found out, it was like, you know, you gotta go, you gotta leave, this is bad news. And then he left, but he didn't know the repercussions of that. Mind you, he was 13 at the time, so he must have been mad young. And mind you, he broke his brother's arm. Okay, so that happened. His brother forgave him and all this extra shit, and the mother was like, nah, like, you are disowned, because he's mixed with Japanese and honey white people genes. That's all I gotta say. Like, I forgot what other European stuff that he was mixed with, but but like, basically, you're like, the mother's like, you bring dishonor to this family type of shit. And unfortunately, since he left the gang and stuff, they retaliated and they set fire to his house. Only him and his mother survived, and he tried to go back, but obviously that didn't work. So, and since nobody wanted to like help them, they were homeless because of his affiliation with the gang, and they didn't want no parts of it. So because of his affiliation with, as an ex-gang member, nobody wanted to help them. And then his uncle on his mother's side offered her a place to live, and he woke up abandoned. That's it. And she's been holding a grudge against him ever since. Like, it's because of you that our son and my husband is dead. And it's like, but I'm your son too, type of stuff. And I was like, damn, that kind of sucks, but also kind of, yeah. But at the same time, I was like, But then again, I figured like around that age, considering that they had to buy a hand-me-down cello, because he loves to play the cello. Considering that they had to buy a hand-me-down cello, I highly doubt that they had enough money to buy him therapy to find out what his OCD and stuff is. It wasn't until he became rich of being a thief, and he stole from, I don't know, I have a feeling that he stole from the gang that made him rich. Because when we finally meet the mother, I was actually shocked that the mother was still alive. Because the way that they were talking about her previously, I'm thinking that this mother is dead, that she's dead. But no, she's alive, living underneath his money, but she don't know nothing about it, because he told Raymond, I guess that's the uncle or friend, I don't know, that no, don't tell her nothing, because then she won't accept it and all this extra stuff. But it's like, you've been living in luxury on your son's dime. So yeah, and she's traumatized, of course. Lord, just a lot of trauma in this whole family, like damn. And Penny, she's just over here absorbing everything. She finally spoke. That's the good news. But yeah, so that's a lot of trauma. Penny, she finally talked, and I'm so proud of her. She said, the only person who can hear my voice is me. Was I in the last few pages of the book, of the second book? Yeah. And then she finally decided to speak to him, and it was nice. And he's like all lovey-dovey. Well, he's not all lovey-dovey. He's like, you should get as far away from me as possible. I'm the bad guy and everything else. You know, that type of spiel. No, damn well you want her. But like, I guess he must be into some kind of BDSM. So I wonder, based on his OCD, I wonder what he's kind of into. I guess we'll find out once I keep reading. Anyways, there is, I will say, dubious non-consensual consent / non-consent at first, because it's just, I would say dubious consent, because was that in the first book? No, I think that was in the first few pages of this third book, because you know they were getting in at some point by force, and then she ended up liking it, and then all this extra child emotions. Just read all the warning signs. I'm listening to the audiobook, and even the audiobook is not keeping my attention, to be honest with you. So for now, I'm gonna take a break. I already put it in my spreadsheet where I stopped, and I'm going to which book do I want to read? I already posted my TBR for February, but now I don't know which one I want to do for after this book, because I'm sure I got like, well, if I'm 3 hours and 30 minutes in, probably got 6-ish hours or 30 minutes hours, you know. Child, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I might have to like speed it up. I'm already listening to it on the double speed, and already I'm just like, so I might speed it up some more so I can make it past this audio, because like after this is gonna be 2 more books in this series, because like after that is thousands and then millions. And I'm actually focused, because because despite me not being into it now, I want to find out what happened to Penny's mama. And because she got kidnapped at her mom's gallery or some shit like that, or that she was invited to with her mama. So it's like, did her mom not like look for her? Is the mom dead? Because if the dude straight up kidnapped her and lured her away, like what he did to the mama, like, is the mom dead? Did she get killed? Did she was like, nah, fuck you, I'm out type of shit? Because she always had a weird, because based on her reactions or her little diaries or in a monologue, I can tell that she doesn't have like, before she got kidnapped, she wasn't as good or as close to her mother as possible, because her mama is a therapist. And I don't know what y'all always keep writing these therapists, or maybe it comes from some type of truth, because the way she talks about her mama, how her mother would analyze her about everything. I was like, maybe if you act like this, maybe if you act like that, like, honey, you're a therapist. I know you should know that how your daughter be like, but even therapists need therapists too. And it sounds like her mother is the type, like the stereotypical, like, I can almost fix everybody else's lives except for my own family / stuff, especially since, you know, her father died young. So she never, like, it sounds like she was a lot closer to her father than she was the mother. So I want to find out what happened to the mama, because even I'm gonna call him Elliot, whatever the hell his name is. He was trying to find out, okay, what happened to the mama? Because like when she because in those twisted games, she was like, I'm gonna give you one chance to make a call. She makes a call to her mom, and the call is disconnected, no connection whatsoever. I'm like, damn. And you had one chance instead of calling the police. And he wasn't going to stop her or anything. Like, that was in the second book. He was not going to stop this girl at all. She was like, yeah, call the police. I don't care. I don't care. Like, because like he didn't want to, because he was literally about to like drop her off at a random country, or drop her off at like the country that she came from, because it's mostly on sea. That's probably why it's not connecting with me, because it's on the sea, and there's something about the sea and ocean that just doesn't connect with me. Anytime that it has to take place in the sea setting, I'm just like, ugh, I don't know. It just gives me the ick. So that's probably why I'm not as connected if it was on land. Don't ask me why, because even I don't know the answer to that shit. But he, on his expensive ass yacht, right? He was like, listen, I'm about to drop this girl off and be rid of my problems. Because as much as I am into her, because, you know, the whole, like, oh, I gotta let her go, but I don't want to, but I got to let her go type of bullshit that, you know, dark romance tends to go with. Whatever that trope is called, child. That's what he's going through right now. Even now. So, and she's like, I don't want to be free. What, girl? You're bye. Okay, girl. But then it's like, I'm not gonna lie, he was about to drop her off with no direction, no money, no nothing. Like all traumatized, all PTSD. Like, I was like, I don't know. I don't know about that. Like, at least, I don't know, put some clothes on her or something. Like, I don't know, child. She was just, child, it's a lot. It is a lot. So he was about to do all that, and I was like, girl, if you don't go to the police station, take your freedom and go. Because he was, at first he was like, no strings attached, but now because you caused all this problem, now the strings attached. So I'm like, whatever. So she deciding to stay for now, but I still want to know what happened to the mother. And now that we find out what happened with his family, I'm like, okay, cool, we're done with your story. Now let's focus back to Penny and find out what happened to that mama. Because I don't know, something fishy going on. And I want to find out, is the mama dead? Did she have something to do with her own daughter's kidnapping? I don't know. That's a lot. With that being said, I am out. And like I said, I'm taking a break from that and I'm going to start a different book. All right, y'all. So I just wanted to get into all the books that I checked out this month so far. We're already February 13th, but in this vlog, let me just quickly show you real quick. I keep checking this out. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm thinking about reading this in conjunction with another book that I have checked out called Outrage. It's already mostly in my little, reading shelf thing. In fact, you see it right there, Outrage. So that's a book. So let me zoom back out, child. So I'm thinking about reading this together with the other book. Then, of course, we got the 5th volume of Lore of Olympus. I saw that and I immediately checked out. Of course, this is a group book for Delicious Monsters. It finally got, well, it's not that it got to me. I just went to the library that it was at and checked it out immediately. Then we got This Poison Heart. It was also on my TBR. Say Her Name. I don't know if this is a thriller or a mystery, but yeah, so far. And of course, Family Lore. Finally. And let's get into the book that I checked out today. Since you saw me at the library, we got this book called Unlikable Female Characters. Lone Woman, which I read the first chapter so far. I'm intrigued. What the fuck? Hold up. I think I realized I checked it out twice. So this is the one that I got today. I was like, what? So I'll return this one. Child, this is crazy. I didn't mean that. I did not mean to do that, child. I'm thinking, oh my goodness. See, this is why I like to check myself online first. So whatever. So I'll have to put this back in tomorrow. And then we have inside Facebook, the fight to expose harmful secrets. I figured, you know what, this has to do with social media. That also has to do with huge part of social media, in my opinion. And of course, Outrage has to do with social media. So there's that. What else? Black as Fuzz History. So this one, I think I wanted to read this on NetGalley, but I got denied. So now that it's finally here, might as well read it. Some mystery stuff, Little Crazy Children. I wanted to read a little bit more true crime, but I'm not as interested as this versus the book I'm going to show y'all, which is this one, Behold the Monster. Then, hold up, we got Confessions of an Alleged Good Girl. And, of course, They Were Her Property. So, that is basically it. Some of them are on my TBR for a long time. Like, for example, They Were Her Property, as well as, where'd it go? This was also on my TBR, but not as long as, this one. So I was trying to tackle some of my new TBR stuff and some of my old stuff. So that's it for all the books checked out. I'm going to have to return Lone Woman because I was greedy. I had no clue. My bad, child. My bad. Anyways, peace out. I'm about to cook. Hey, you guys. Change of scenery, I guess, in my bedroom. But did I finish? Actually, I finished Lore of Olympus, Volume 5. I saw it in my library the other day. The other library at, the one that I like, that's closer to the city. And I saw that shit. I was like, wait, it came out already? Read that in one day. Then I had to go to work, so I couldn't, record or anything like that. But I gave that, a good 4 stars. When it comes for Lore of Olympus, I rarely ever give that, book, 1 or 2. Maybe a 3 or a 4 star, never a 5. So I figured, you know what, I'm tired of waiting for the next volume. Let me just download Webtoon, because there's been a lot of Webtoon books, comics that I wanted to read, but never got the chance to. However, I'm gonna leave her link down below. I'm gonna stay away from those comics, because she was talking about, because she's more into it, but she's like, why do they have racism problems? let me avoid those comics. So I'm gonna like link her video down below. It's like a good, hour-ish type of stuff. But that was like a good solid 3. And it's crazy because like when I saw on Webtoon that they put it as young adult, I was like, young adult. If anything, I like to view it as like a new adult. Anyways, Persephone is missing. Don't know where she went. But now her and her mother are wanted. So, because she's the bringer of death, and we get into why she was there. Because at first I thought like it's just for the scholarship, but it turns out it's more than just that scholarship. Her mom's trying to like get her off of Earth and everything. So it's so strange. I don't know how long. Because it's like the timeline, obviously it's ancient Greece, right? But it's like going back in time. So I don't know how far away this atrocity was when she killed all those humans for her nymphs, for her flower nymphs. Or, because like, in Olympus, it's like modern technology, all that laptop and shit. So it was like, what the fuck? So I don't know. I guess it goes back and forth, back and forth. So I wonder if the Earth that she's in. But here's the thing. Her mother is dressed like she's in the ancient times or something. I don't know. Maybe it's like, what is that? What is that show? It's not a show. I think it's a book. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know what the fuck it's leaving me. But there was this one, I don't know, piece of media that I was watching or reading, I don't know, where like, it's like a mix of modern times. Oh, wait. It was a fan fiction, my bad. So basically in the fan fiction, you have these demons who like, live forever. Well, not really forever, but like they live for a very long time and they have to catch up with humanity and all this other stuff. But like when they're in the comfort of their own home, that's when they go back to the traditional style clothing, like very traditional style clothing, like old clothing. So it's like, so maybe it's like that in Lore of Olympus, where they just go back to their old ass clothing. That's the only thing I can think of. So, because it's so weird. It's so, I don't know. Actually, yeah, it's so weird. Anyways, timeline is so inconsistent. So it is what the hell it is. I started Family Lore by our girl Elizabeth Acevedo. I'm not that far in. I think I'm a good hour into it. Yeah, I think I need to slow down with my speed so I can like really take it in. Cause like I'm like already a little bit lost. Like, wait, who's that? Who's that? Sister's godmother. I just know that one of them is dying and she's having her own wake. And I don't know if I guess it's magical realism because each sister almost have their own abilities. It's like you're following 3 older sisters. One of them has like, I think one of them doesn't really have an ability, but like the oldest, or is it the middle child? I don't know. The one who's planning her funeral, some shit. She has the ability to see other people's deaths or like predict people's death, like the truth of other people's death or something, because every time she has a dream with her teeth falling out and boom, it's like someone who she knows is going to die, and this time around it's her name that comes out her mouth. Then you got the other one who has the ability to learn people's truths and stuff, so it's like all of that stuff. And I don't know what the other sister's ability is, or she never had it in the first place, but I'm at the point. Which sister is that? I don't know which sister it is. I think it's the youngest sister of the trio, but her boo thing husband, I don't know who that is, just came out of prison, and like they're meeting each other after all these years. So I think he's been in prison for a long time, like maybe 15 something years, because the last time they met was, I don't know, young adult years or maybe teenage, I don't know, but he's now out. And like Elizabeth is ever so poetic because even the whole meetup was like, wow, just wow. Just like, I don't know what else to say, just wow. And also I'm trying to catch up on my NetGalley stuff, so I'm reading Nefertita. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. I thought it was from a black author, but it's not. She had other what is it? She had other books before that's in middle grade that also has to do with Egypt, ancient Egypt, because that's like more of her field before she started getting into writing. So she has at least a career in that. So at least it's going to be accurate, I guess. And it's nice to see brown people on the cover. So yeah, and I'm more interested in, of course, there's not going to be any romance. It's more political, and it seems like it's going to be like historical fiction with some fantasy, which just a little sprinkle of fantasy, I think, because you have her and her half brother who's in the military, and he's trying to go for her position and everything, and she's like, and try to comfort the mother, Nefertiti, I think, and he's like really going at, well, he's about to go at them. He's not in Egypt yet, but he's on his way back. So already they're like prepping her. Listen, these people are going to be on your side. And mind you, she's for the people. She's trying to feed her people and all that stuff. And meanwhile, the half brother is over here like whispering in people's ear like, oh, she's spending too much on the people. She's spending too much money on this. She got too much power over here, trying to take her position. I was like, snaky ass bitch. It's not even like on the NetGalley ebook, it's like 271 pages versus how it is in real life, but like I'm like only 21, no, 7% in, and already I'm like, I don't like the cousin. I mean, I don't like the half brother already. So there's that. And what else? I think that's it. I wanted to. Oh, there was the Grim, the Grim Reaper's lawyer, but I hadn't made it that far. Oh, and how could I forget? So, quick review. I'm gonna give Hundreds a good 2.5 stars. Hundreds is like the third book of the Dollar series by Pepper Winters, I think that's her name. Girl, honey, I'm listening to the entire series on audiobook. Not even the audio. And normally, a lot of times when I don't like the physical book or I switch over to audiobook so I can get through it faster, the audiobook makes it a little better of an experience. However, not this time around. I could care less about these characters now. And that sucks because I want to take a break from the series, but I want to finish it off so I can like check that off the list because I feel so bad because like, girl, it was gifted to me. So I'm sorry, honey, but I'm getting annoyed by these characters. I'm getting mostly annoyed by the MC, by the male character, and he's supposed to be the hero, and I can't stand his ass at all, child. I can't. He gets on my nerves, and despite now that I know his background fully, I'm like, it's just annoying. But we'll see how it is in the fourth book. But I won't be listening to the fourth book this month, honey. There'll be maybe next month. But for now, I can't. I'm annoyed by these people, and maybe next month I'll resume the Anita Blake series. But ever since the whole voodoo situation in that book, it just left a bad taste in my mouth, and so I'm taking a break before I go on to the third book of the Anita Blake series. So, pray for me, y'all. Pray for me. I'm struggling over here. I'm this close into reading myself into reading slump, and I don't want this for this February, okay? Jesus. But that's basically it for a reading update. I'm gonna read some more listen to the audiobook of Family Lore more as I'm doing my audio. Well, not my audiobook. As I'm taking off my nail set so I can get ready for tomorrow. Well, tomorrow. And then what else? Oh, and update my bullet journal, and my spreadsheet, deuces for now. Okay, you guys, so I'm at the part, I stopped on the audiobook where it's like one day before the wake, and we haven't yet to hear from Carmela's perspective, and in the very beginning of the, I guess, family tree, or like a dictionary of who's who, it says that she's like the forgotten sister, and I make sure to like kind of flip through. I didn't read any spoilers or nothing like that, but like we don't get her perspective until 230. Page 230. I was like, damn. And I made sure to double check because, it's the audiobook and it's like, that's like a lot of people to be following through. So that's probably why I'm not connecting with this work compared to other works before. Still love her writing and everything. Like, one thing that Elizabeth got is her writing skills are just down packed. Like, it's still poetry to me. But probably because of that. But like, I made sure to go back. We still ain't heard from Carmela in like the first like they briefly mentioned her, like, oh, she's a sister. I was like, that's it? What happened? So it goes back and forth from the past, the present, between each sister. Some of their husbands just, child. It's a lot, but that's my update. So yeah, we got like one day left. I'm gonna stop right here, or maybe I should continue because like I told you yesterday, I wanted to do my nails yesterday, but like I just took them off because like it takes me 2 to 3 business days to do my nails, okay? I'm gonna be honest, like taking it off, the acetone, and also like coming up with the design. So I have yet to decide if I wanted to do polygel or if I want to use clear gel, builder gel from my Korean nail products, or the dual nail forms, because I got like dual nail forms and like the one that you gotta customize, because I think my nails are finally long enough for that, but it's like I'm kind of lazy today. Let's do like what the Russians be doing with the dual forms, so I'm kind of nervous about that. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. So with that being said, I don't know if I want to listen to another audiobook or just continue with this one, because right now that's like a lot of information to take in, and I just want to do something a little easy so that way I'm having fun and I'm not getting too distracted while I'm doing my nails. So there's that. Or just go on YouTube, to be honest, because today is Friday. I'm off tomorrow, so we're going to the library again. I returned some books, but like I wanted to check out some more books. Some of them is going to be like the same books literally, but yeah, we'll see. Deuces. All right, y'all. It is now 1:44 in the morning, and this is what I've done to my right hand. I must say, it's looking. I don't know why, but like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry to flick y'all off, but my middle fingers are always looking shorter whenever I do it myself. So I did use my dual forms. Now these are from Models, and these are the more flat curve. I actually have another one from the same people, but it's more like of a deep C curve, you know. But I prefer using the deep C curve if I'm going like longer than these. This is perfect. Like this is perfect. And I would say if you have a deep C curve, it's perfect for if you have like um if your nails are naturally like deeply curved. Like for example, my thumbs, they're always curved up. Like especially for like the corners, it's always super curved. So that's what I always do. But I just use this because the majority of my nails are flat. So it is what it is. Of course, the left hand is looking great because I'm using my dominant hand to do it. I just suck at shaping, so I wanted to go for a more almond look. So I decided, you know what, let me go to a stiletto and then round it out as best as I can. But I ended up making it shorter. Of course, this thumb is longer than the other one, but it is what it is. I need to um, put some top gel underneath it so it doesn't catch any dust and stuff. So yeah, I just been using the whole alcohol method with the brush. When it comes for nails, I've really been loving my Korean nail products, like for real, for real. Like I'm liking Jinbei, the cooler set. Now, if you work with any gel whatsoever, you'll realize that it has a heating spike. This does not. It when it says non-heating, they meant that shit for real, for real. So I use this super thick. This is like the thickest one, and it's good for like if you were doing like gems and stuff or anything like that. But I prefer using this to build up. At least today, I decided to use it to build up my the base of like the skeletons of the nail shape, and then because it would take too long if I use this to build the whole entire nail, despite how thick it is, I decided to go for like their standard one, the yellow one, and this is a little bit more runny. Like they have actually four, so I have three of them. The green one would be like somewhere in the middle, so that's like maximum thickness, thick, and then you have standard, and then they have the pink one, which is super super runny. Now I feel like the pink one would be great if you're mixing your own colors and stuff up, and use them as like a polish. That's what I would like to use those type of gels for. But like I got that, and I'm like I said, I'm loving it. I think next time I'm going to use my not my dual forms, but like my regular forms where you have to like shape it to your nail. But I feel like that would take longer. Even though technically I am off today, I don't, honey, I want to go to bed. I didn't even pick what design I want to do. That's how messed up I am. So I'm thinking like on my pink, on my right, on my left hand, I'm gonna pick one design, and then on the other hand, something pink. Because like I said, I did my swatches for my new Paradise collection. It's 20 of them, and they're all sheer. But I don't know what to pick, y'all. I don't know what to pick. I don't know what to pick. So I don't know. I'll probably pick like the lightest colors so I can get through them quicker. But like, just as a little base. I don't know if I want to do a French. I don't know none of that shit. See, this is why it'd be taking me 2 to 3 business days just to do a nail look, because it'd be taking me so long. And I'm sorry for the ashiness. It's just like the nail dust. So I'm just trying to get that shit off and all this alcohol off my fingers and stuff so I can paint the underside. What else? Oh, I really want to invest in my Jello because I use this peel off base, which is also from Korea, but I don't know, maybe because I need some kind of DIY oil, because like on the website it just showed me the base. It didn't show me no oil to use with this or no nothing. So I end up filing it off anyways because it's just too strong. So it is what it is. So yeah. And I also use the pre nail primer on my nails, and we'll see how long these last with that base, because I use both my rubber base coat, which I like, it's nice and thin, and this one, which is thicker. So there's that, and that's basically it. um did I listen to any audiobooks? Absolutely fuck not. Like I told y'all, I'd be distracted. And of course, right now I'm looking at makeup. Right now I'm looking for like a nice dual chrome shades that's like, that's loose, and I can like go for like the galaxy look on my face, or just straight up go for like different colored highlighters, because I'm thinking about getting the kaleidoscope collection. But it's like, girl, you don't even need all that fucking highlighter. What for, bitch? What for? You don't need all that highlighter, and for what? It might not even look good on your skin tone, because I don't know, child. Anyway, so I'm just doing my research, and I don't know why YouTube back then, it used to be so easy for me to put in, okay, this product or this tutorial on black skin, and it will show up. But nowadays it's like you got to keep scrolling just to see the next black person on my screen. What the actual fuck, YouTube be on my BS. Oh my goodness. This is some BS. So, anyways, I'm gonna just try to my best and look on, like, I don't know, different websites or stuff for all these indie products. But yeah, Korean brands for the win. Definitely try this if you don't want to the heating spikes, honey. This is a brand to invest in. There's so many sites like Zellabulu. They also have like the one in the bottle. Obviously, I decided to go for this one. So you got this. What else? And Jinbi. I also have like their other stuff from Jinbi. Like there's this it's in a block bottle, like same size, but they actually come in a bigger jar. I think it's the Crazy Top. Bruh, talk about craziness, child. Now that one has a heating spike though, a crazy ass heating spike. I feel like if you overfry your nail, you're gonna feel that shit burn you to death. Okay. But yeah, if you want to see more of the Korean stuff, I'll link my video down below from when I did my first Korean haul. And I've been using these Korean brands ever since, just to get a nice feel of it. And I'm just loving it. Like, and the fact, and the best part is, these are soak off. You're gonna have to find them extra thin, but yeah, these are soak off gels. And that's why I like Korean gels, because you can like have a soft, very strong builder gel, and you can soak it off when you're done. So that's the best part, instead of dealing with hard gel, you know? All right, enough chit chat. I gotta go so I can figure out what nail design on Instagram and go to bed, and then figure out what makeup look to do tomorrow. Bye, y'all. It is officially 3:39, well, 3:40 in the morning now. So I'm officially done. I was about to do two different designs. I'm glad I didn't. So I kind of went for like this pearl random, you know, French tip, and I was about to have it like kind of fade out, but I was like, fuck it, clusters towards the tip, of course. Oops, sorry. Of course, just a little bit. So that is it. Hopefully I can actually go to bed, because I got distracted again, y'all. I got distracted again because I was like, I don't know what to do, and then I got distracted by YouTube for this game, and I was like, great. So hopefully that'll be it. Deuces, guys. We're back. I'm awake, moisturized, actually wearing sunscreen. But today's plan is well, I'm still going to the library. That's for damn sure. But I was gonna do my home makeup review for Bella Beauté Bar. Child, there's always next week. Or maybe I could do it early tomorrow, depending on how late I sleep today. So as y'all already saw me, today's Saturday. So technically the last day for me to vlog. But I went to sleep at 4 in the morning after finishing my nails. I actually woke up at the time that I set my alarm clock for like 9 something in the morning. Child, I was like, because like technically the library opens at 10 in the morning. I was like, nah, I'm not going to do my makeup, do all this shit, honey. No, let me go back to bed. Woke up again, then proceeded to go back to bed. Like literally like maybe 1 hour later. That's when I woke up. I was like, nah, let me go back to bed. And now I'm up. It's like I woke up around 12 something. It is now 2 something. Honey, it is what it is. But I'm doing some laundry, and now I'm gonna go to the library first, because I know I can like be gazing around like, ooh, what's this, what's that? And I was like, listen, because I have a plan. I plan on obviously listening to the audiobook. I'm going to continue with Elizabeth Azeveto's Family Lore. That's what I'm going to continue to do. However, I'm not in the mood for other audiobooks. If anything, I might download some now before I leave while I'm connected to my Wi-Fi and shit, and then listen to it later once I'm done with the audiobook, because I have a feeling maybe because I'm driving around and everything, yeah. And then I'm planning on watching Madam Web. Wow, look at me excited about a Marvel movie. Like, because don't get me wrong, I know, surprisingly, I haven't been too spoiled for things, right? I know about the movies that everybody don't like, but I also don't know enough details for me to know what is the game plan. All I know is based on everybody else's replies that, you know what, this phase of the MCU, we don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, they got too many shit going on to the point where, okay, we knew that Thanos is going to be the main villain, but who's going to be the main villain for this? I know it was supposed to be Jonathan Major's character, so, but that's kind of out the window. They might replace him with somebody else. So, and I'm very ashamed to admit it. I for real procrastinate a lot, and despite me being spoiled for like a major character death, I have yet to watch Black Panther 2, let alone the first one. I can feel y'all judging me through this camera lens, because my coworkers judge me constantly. Like, you ain't seen both of them yet? You got all this time? I know what happened. Like, I know certain details, but I'm like, oh, child. And I don't know, maybe because it's like once I hear certain details, I'm like, I don't need to watch it. What? And I still want to watch it. And the worst part is I actually own I think I owned the first movie. Child, still ain't watched it. That's how horrible I am when it comes for TV shows. I just be or movies in general. I just be procrastinating, and it's not like that, but it's like when I want to do other stuff because like I can't sit still for to save my life. Like the only time I've been, even when I'm in the movie theater, it's so hard for me to because I like to listen to things on sped up. So I'm like it doesn't give me enough time to like be too distracted or like stuff. But like if it's new content, like I still speed it up, but like kind of slow down just a little bit so I can catch up. And then not to mention, if it's a movie, yeah, I do speed that shit up. I know it's horrible. It's a movie. Why would you speed it up? Honey, that's just how my brain is. I don't, it's been like that for a while. Ever since I discovered that I could speed things up, honey, I've been taken away with it. So far in the movie theaters, that's like the best way. And not to mention, like now that I'm an adult, I can actually go to movie theaters by myself. I ain't got to worry about nothing. All that extra shit. So it's like when I'm at home, I got all my distractions and all the other stuff. And now that I'm at the movie theater, I have to be mindful of other folks. So it's not except for a book of clearance. I had that whole movie theater to myself because it was snowing that day. Perfect. I had yet to post a vlog, but I'm gonna post it, hopefully. But yeah, that was a one time where I could talk to the movie and no one's gonna be disturbed by me because I'm the only one in the entire movie theater, honey. It was a good time. It was a good time. Anyway, so like I'm going to see Madam Web. I don't know what time after I'm done with the shopping thing because I'm going to obviously the library that's closer to my home, and then the one I'm going to Alter Beauty, the bigger one that's in Concord, that's like in Wilmington and shit, because that one is bigger, and hopefully they got some Juvia's Place stuff. I should probably go to Sephora first, right? But then again, the movie theater is also closer to the Sephora. Honey, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll take y'all with me. This ended up being barely a reading vlog, but it is what it is. Some weeks are good. Some weeks it's not as good. Like for example, this week is not as good as last week. I'm sorry. I don't know where the motivation went. It's just gone. Deuces. Guys, I'm back from Ulta. It's about I got at least an hour to first place my order and everything for my tickets and stuff. But I am going to see Madam Web. I decided, obviously I knew I was gonna miss the 5 o'clock one. So I didn't it's a good thing I didn't buy my tickets in advance, but I'm gonna buy the 6:21. And all I gotta say is from Ulta, I originally went in for a nice, dewy foundation that I wanted to get, and I swatched a few, and the one that I'm kind of leaning towards is like the NARS Radiant one. But it's like, girl, you have that at home. Why don't you use your LA foundations, the color correcting one, and like make that one lighter? Because technically it's your tone in summer, but you just need to make it for winter. Sorry, it's like anyway. So that's what I decided to do, but I didn't go for it. So I decided to, what, fuck the foundation. Let me get the new stuff that I'm interested in. Also, I got some more micellar water because I realized I didn't have any at home, or I lost it. But either way, I should have gotten the smaller one, but I didn't see the smaller one. So I got the waterproof one because ever since I did the whole, eyeliner and on my waterline thing for the first time ever, I was like, I can do some colors. See, now that's like kind of the next investment that I want to do in makeup. Like, there's actually certain brands I want to try this year, but it's not in the budget for now. Like, mommy, probably later on in the year, after my taxes and shit. But I do want to try more colorful waterline thing to go match with, whatever I got on my eyes, But I don't have any good makeup removers. Like, it's good for my face, but like when it comes for like my eyes, it's like, nah, I don't want that too close to my eyes. So let me just go for micellar water. So yeah, there's that. And to do some more editorial makeup looks, when I had to cut it out and everything. So Juvia's Place, I got 3 things from Juvia's Place. Both of them are new products to their line, and that is the Radiance Booster number 5. It's very pigmented. I don't see as much shimmer as the e.l.f. one. I actually got e.l.f. because I just saw that they have the Charlotte Tilbury, but I don't see the Radiance Glow stuff that I be seeing all the time over there. So I guess they're sticking with the foundation stuff, see if people like it at that Ulta. But honey, it's Charlotte Tilbury. People gonna go for it. I don't go for it because it's not my thing. I was actually more interested in their dupes because I got a sample of like their stuff, but honey, I'm just not interested. It's just not. But like this one, I feel like this one, I don't know. It has a fragrance to it. All I can say is that, but it's not as glowy as I thought it would be. It's more like a kind of glow for within compared to e.l.f. It's like bright, like to me. It like, I feel like e.l.f. has a little bit too much shimmer, glitter particles, whatever the fuck. But when it comes for the blush lighters, I got 2 of their stuff, and I bought Marigold Glow and Barbie Rose Glow. I cannot wait to use this. I don't know if I'm going to use it tomorrow or what. I think. And his thing is very pigmented, even the glowy. I thought the glow one was going to be a little bit less pigmented compared to the matte ones because I made sure to swatch the corresponding shade to see if I want the matte version of it. Child, all I say is the colors do match. It's just a glowy version of it, but like except for marigold, I don't know. And I made sure to check the tester to see underneath if it was the color that I was testing. Turns out it is, but marigold, it doesn't match as much as the matte version, or maybe it's just the gold shimmer that changes it so much, right? That comes off a little bit pink, more pink. So either way, I like it, and I cannot wait to use it. Real quick, I went to the library. I'm not going to show you the books that I already showed you the last time on my cart. I just went there to renew it and stuff. But three new-ish books to me. Well, two of them I've actually checked out before but never read, to be honest. But let's start with this one, which is completely new to me, and that is The Brave Girls. Child, I thought this was a comic book compared to the one that I got, but no, it's just a regular book. And I guess it's about a whole group of girlfriends, you know, but in like middle school. So there's that. We got Wash Day Diaries, which is a comic book, which I thought Brave Days were, but it wasn't. So there's that. And of course, we got Children of Time, which I don't know what the fuck it is with me and spiders, but clearly I'm trying to face my fear of them. I just know that it has to do with space, and then wanting to read more sci-fi. I just know that there's alien spiders that are humongous, gigantic. Why can I say that fucking word? Gigantic. And I don't know if they're enemies, if they're friendly, if they're trying to communicate. What's that one movie with that girl trying to communicate with aliens, and it's all about language, and she's a I don't know, something to do with language, and she's just trying to understand it. I don't know, child. But yeah, let's see if I like it. I got the audiobook, so yeah. And it's crazy because like every time I check this book out, it takes forever to get to me because so many people are interested in this. But we shall see. Oh, quick update. I am like a good 6 hours into 6 hours and 30 minutes ish into family lore. Still am confused because I don't know. If it's like too many people to follow, I'm just like, I need a map. I need a map. And I have a feeling, oh Lord, if I'm feeling this way about this, how am I gonna feel about Game of Thrones when I finally read it, you know? Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to like make a map of that too. So, and that's a fantasy book. This one is shorter. So I was like, girl, get you a paper map or something. But but I'm glad about, I do like this sister relationships. We still ain't met Carmela yet. And at this point in the audiobook, I don't think so. No, not yet. We haven't met her perspective. She's been mentioned a little bit, but not as much. So we'll find out why she's the forgotten sister, hopefully soon. But yeah, and how they try to defend each other, especially like what's her? Is it Flora? I think it's Flora, and her cheating husband who cheated on her on the wedding day. Child, it's a lot, child. That was so heartbreaking. I was like, girl. But then again, I don't know. They are from the DR, and I know with women around that age bracket and or in the Caribbean in general, it's like divorce is not as, it's like stick through it type of situation. Anyways, there's that. So that just put a bad taste in my mouth because I already thinking about certain family members who are the same way. Like, it wasn't until many years later that they finally got divorced. Like, they separated, but they didn't get like a fully divorced. Like, no, get the fuck out of my life type of situation. So yeah, and that's only happened recently within the few years and stuff. So there's that. But that's basically it. I'm trying to find a good, I don't know if I want to go for Wawa or something or Popeyes, but I do want a sandwich with my movie. So I'm gonna sneak it into my bag straight up. I already plan on getting popcorn and stuff, but yeah, I just need a little bit more fulfilling. Pieces. Guys, we're back. The movie's over. And you know what? It's a decent, I want to say, because see, I kind of rate movies a little differently. I would say it's a good 6 out of 10 stars. Because now I'm invested. I kind of want to find out what's going on with these folks, how they got the powers. Because, you know, if you saw the trailers, you know, the whole plot is like this evil bad guy who done killed her mama in the Amazon. And while she was pregnant, child, he was evil, child. And to be honest with you, I remember when I first saw the trailer, I thought, is this Miles Morales? I was ready for it. I thinking this is a live action because I saw the spider suit and it's black with the red web. But no, it's an evil guy. I was like, kind of disappointed, but then I got interested with the trailer. So basically, he's trying to kill these 3 teenage girls who gain powers, all spider-like, of course. And anyways, and they're going to kill him in the future. So he plans on finding these folks and killing them before they kill him, type of situation. You know, kind of the whole Hitler situation. Only he's an evil guy. So, and then you have the daughter, the baby who survived. She's now an adult. She starts to awaken her powers and shit. It's still a little confusing towards the end about how it was like, okay, the injuries, I get it. But with the eyes, I'm like, huh? Was it overusage? Is that what happened? Because unless something hit her face, I don't recall anything hitting her damn face. I'm like, what the fuck? Someone, I'm gonna have to go on YouTube to get spoiled or something. But one thing for sure is Marvel. What the fuck? Don't worry, I like the movie. I actually ended up liking it. I was like, wow. But the CGI, how you got Marvel money and the CGI is looking like this? I don't know what it is. And you know what? Maybe it's this year, or I don't know. I can't say that COVID is an excuse. COVID is not an excuse anymore. Well, according to my boss would say, it's not an excuse anymore, whatever. So I don't know when this movie went to production. I don't know when all of that shit happened. And guess what? I don't fucking care. I'm not going to do no research about that. All I'm saying is that the CGI was just off. It's just not giving what it's supposed to give. How is it that these older movies have better CGI and special effects than nowadays where they have that technology to make it better? Like, and it's not just, Madam Web, because, even though I don't watch movies a lot, I do watch a lot of YouTube videos about movies, about them discussing it and stuff. So I was like, ooh, maybe I'll watch it one day. Too bad I got spoiled by watching this YouTube video. All I gotta say is, for most of those movie reviewers or like people who's into like superhero movies or even other stuff, it's like, why does things suck now versus back then? It's similar to how certain products, how they were so good back then and can last you a very long time versus now they're just made to break. And that's what it's given when it comes for these CGI and these movies, to be honest. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, what? I'm looking at this shit. It's given CW production. CW show production when it comes for the CGI and certain sceneries and stuff. I'm like, and to be honest with you, the girl who was in 50 Shades of Grey, the movie, Dakota or something. Dakota, I'm gonna call her Dakota. Her acting, I don't know, child. I'm not gonna lie, maybe because I've seen the movie for 50 Shades, the first one, didn't bother with the other ones, if they even made other ones. That's how much I wasn't catching up with it. But her acting, and based on other things I've seen her in, I'm like, girl, it's not giving superhero, to be honest with you. It's not. Especially when it comes for certain life or death situation. Now, granted, it's Marvel, so it's Disney behind shit. But, it's a little bit more explicit. Not as explicit as Deadpool type of stuff. But, I was like, come on, add a little flair. Add a little personality to the character that you're playing. She don't give a fuck about these girls because, she's like, listen, it just happened. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm not sure I even want to protect y'all. All this other stuff, the police are after me, everything. I was like, girl, her acting skills are so dry. When it came to this role, I just wasn't convinced. It was just so boring. It's giving Bella. It's giving Bella in Twilight type of steez. And like, girl, you're supposed to be the superhero, superwoman type of shit. I'm like, girl, whatever. I guess. But then again, I hadn't read the comics, so maybe she's trying to draw upon the comics. Because, like, there was that one scene where, like, we're flashing. Obviously, it was in the very beginning, and you didn't even see the scene in the trailer where, like, the girl is hanging upside down. She's like, you know what? I've seen some of the comics, and, was like, we have to put this in the movie. I was like, see, she did a little research. I'm not sure she's an avid, comic book reader, because I'm sure as hell ain't. But now, based on the end of the movie, I'm like, I actually want to see. And here's the thing, right? At the end of the movie, how when Marvel is kind of notorious when it comes to like, adding things at the very end of the credits. That's when they want to add stuff to the very, very end after the credits are done to add a little scene to see what's to come. Honey, me and a few other people, we were there. We were sitting there on our phones a little bit. We were just waiting, after the movie ended, waiting for that scene to come up. It just went black. I kid you know. And I said, are you kidding me? And I hear the people behind me, are you fucking kidding me? Yo, all of us was like, yo, we were waiting for an end credit scene because based on what was going on, I was like, okay, we could see a sequel coming, or at least something to do more with the girls, because Madam Web stuff is like, I don't expect them to make a Madam Web 2, but something to do with the girls, because we know they don't, we're at the point now they don't have the powers yet, but we don't know how they get the powers. And you know what, and I feel like some of us, in the crowd, they're not into, like, some of them are, of course, into Marvel, when Marvel movie comes out, I expect that to happen. But then again, some of us are regulars, like me, who aren't as into the Marvel universe, but were introduced via the movies. And me, what was my introduction? Yeah, it was actually, my introduction was the cartoon. The one that I'm not sure is on Disney Plus, but the one that was so deep, as a cartoon. The X-Men, that was my introduction to, and I didn't even know X-Men was part of Marvel until I got older. I was like, what? Marvel? What? What is this character doing here? What? But yeah, and it's like, when I tell you, X-Men, the cartoon, not like some of the older ones I watched when I got older, and it was on Nickelodeon, Nickelodeon Teens or something. That modern one, no. And that was my first introduction to Emma Frost, child. Anyways, but like, the old one, the 90s one, that's the one that introduced me to the Marvel Universe without me knowing that it was the Marvel Universe. Okay, that was such a deep so. I might have to, go on the internet and find a way to have that and own it for my own personal needs. But like, I would love to go back and rewatch that entire. That's probably going to be a goal this year. Now that I think about it, to like rewatch that entire cartoon series and Gargoyles. I actually want to rewatch Gargoyles, to be honest with you, because like if you try going on YouTube, it's like. And here's the thing, right? Nowadays, I want to say the Mandela effect, because we now see, especially with the whole COVID situation, how people, especially media, would take things away. Like, remember when I still distinctly remember, right, watching the raw footage of a police officer running over somebody during the protest, right? And then on the news, there was like, they didn't cut it. I guess because it's live TV, but it's like you show things every time, but you're not gonna show that. But they just literally cut to the point, and then like the way they try to twist it, I was watching that in real time. I was like, so this is how the Mandela effect be affecting us, huh? Like people be thinking it's this thing, and then it's that, and then I'm just watching it in real time. So I wonder, even if because YouTube you can buy seasons and shows and stuff, but I wonder if it's gonna be genuine, like. Because obviously I watched these as a kid, so I'm not going to remember every detail, so, or like, the lost episodes. So I don't think, certain platforms are going to have, certain episodes. Like, I think they're going to, to be more PC, to be more politically correct. I wouldn't be surprised if I try to buy certain seasons so I can own, if like, since we're buying it from our platform, not renting it, but, buying it, or like, however you're going to watch it, we're kind of cut some scenes out. See, that's what I don't want. That's what I don't want, honey. But anyways, this got me more interested in the comics, because now I really want to read how the girls got it. I know, like, my library, sometimes when I go to the comic, I really go there. I mostly go into the fiction category and occasionally the nonfiction. And it's crazy because, like, I checked out plenty of nonfiction books, barely read a single damn one of them. But it's crazy how I spend more time in even the nonfiction than I do the graphic novel / manga section, which is a damn shame. So sometimes I would see, like, these mega comic books, and it would show different, comics from different comic books, but within the same storyline, so you can get a complete story about this character. So I wonder if they do that with the girls. If so, I'm gonna have to find out, honey. I'm gonna have to do my own research, go on YouTube, whatever. Maybe visit not Bookish Realm, because she got a manga, because she does read a lot of manga and comics. So she made a completely different channel. So I wonder if she got that, because she's into the scenery too, and I kind of want to go on her channel to see if she, seen anything about Madam Web and the girls, whatever. Check out Ashley's channel, both of her channels, actually. But now I'm invested. Because the end, I was like, that's it? All of us was like, what? But yeah, it's a solid 6 out of 10 stars, to be honest. Yeah, that's it. Anyways, I'm going to get going. The product that I wanted to get at Sephora, thank God I looked online before driving all the way here and wasting gas money, child. But it's not in this store, or even the store that's close to me. There's like only 2 Sephoras that's like close to me. And even then, when it comes for Danessa Marix, her display isn't that big in Sephora. So I might have to go directly to her site. But then again, it's relatively new products. And already on the website, it's sold out for Sephora. So hopefully it's not the same when it came for her stuff, or if I can put in a pre-order, because I plan on getting that product. Okay. With that being said, I don't know. I still got like 6.5 hours left for Elizabeth Acevedo's family lore, so I'm gonna have to continue on, get me something warm, because it's cold outside. I can't believe it snowed today. I mean, I don't know if y'all can see, barely any snow left, which is crazy because it is cold. And I did get the warning yesterday that it was gonna be a snowstorm. Child, I paid no heed because because lately it's been so warm. But like when I saw the snow outside, I was like, wait a minute, barely. Mind you, I did wake up around like 12 o'clock, so that would have been plenty of time for the sun to come out and melt everything. But when I saw a heap of snow, and I was like, that's it? How bad was it this morning? Child, I don't know. I slept right through it. Anyways, I'm going to give you another update later on in the night, hopefully. Deuces. Hey, you guys. Back with one last update, because this morning while I was at work, it's late. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning-ish. So I just finished family lore from Elizabeth Acevedo. Sorry if it's like, I'm going over these speed bumps now because I just dropped off a coworker. So, like I said, this is a good 3.5 star, I'll have to say, what boosted it up by a 0.5 was like, as I like sat there and thought about, this story, I'm liking how the sisters have different experiences with their mother. How like all these siblings, because here's the thing, I don't like literary fiction. This is more literary fiction with magical realism and mixed in to me, and I don't really go for literary fiction, to be honest with you. Hadn't gone for it since high school, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna just leave it as that. With that being said, though, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, you know what? I like how she displays how all these siblings can live underneath one household, right? And experience a different parent, and experience a completely different parent. Like, you know, Camila, the last one, the forgotten one, the youngest child out of, you know, the siblings. She had a more nicer, kinder mother, you know? Someone who is like really overprotective and all that other stuff, you know, that type of stuff, you know? And I guess that version of the mother is like kind of learning from the mistakes that she did with the older daughters. And I don't know about the son child, because I keep forgetting that they have an older brother until he came up to the podium during her wake. And, you know, just to be there for Flora as she was giving her speech. I was like, oh, I forgot all about you, motherfucker. I forgot all about the brother child. Anyways, so you have that situation, right? Oh, child, the mistress gets on my nerves. I'm sorry. Would it be bad if okay, let me not say that. Let me not say wish ill on somebody who it's not even their fault, you know? But the mistress, I don't really care for the mistress. Anyways, I could have done without her. Anyways, I appreciate the family bond. Like, yeah, there were arguments and stuff like most families be doing, and somehow they managed to make some things right and others, like, you just can't fix. Like, for example, there's just certain family members where, like, you know they deserve better, but they have to love themselves even more, and hopefully that they can, you know, get over it. In a perfect world, that one sister, not Matilda, oh my God, I was about to call her Matilda. That's not even her name. It starts with an M. In a perfect world, she would have gone for the younger guy. And she already looks young anyways, but I just want her to have a happy life and fuck that husband of hers, you know? That husband could, like, fuck off somewhere. So there's that. But yeah, it's a solid 3.5. Like, literary fiction is not my thing, but like the more I think about it, I like that aspect of that. Because to be honest with you, anytime that I do see that family dynamic, I don't really see it too often where it's like, okay, both of the parents are acting the same way, you know? When a lot of times it just isn't. Like, you'll be experiencing a completely different parent, to be honest with you. So there's that. With that being said, the last update for this vlog, I guess, before I start a new one for this week, because today is technically Monday, is that I'm starting Behold the Monster by Jillian something. I don't know. It's a nonfiction book that I keep checking out, and I actually have the physical book. So now I'm listening to the audiobook. 500 pages for a nonfiction, child. That's why I need the audiobook, child. It was a lot. But it's about this black serial killer, and how he basically, most of his targets is, most of his targets was, oh, that's his name, Samuel Little. That's his name. That's a serial killer's name. So most of his targets was black and trans prostitutes. And, you know, in LA, child, they don't give a fuck about people in LA, child. So, so she's investigating. It took her 4 years to write this book, as she told us. Like, literally, I'm not that far into the book. Maybe like a good 30 minutes into the book. The audiobook is about 12 hours and 59, like, damn close to 13 hours long. So I have a long way to go. And that's basically it for the update. So right now I'm going on a long drive just to calm my mind while I'm listening to an audiobook about a serial killer, child. Anyways, see you next time. Bye.
Read a book, read a book, read a motherfucking book.